Hi, y'all. This is Kristen Chenoweth.
Hi, I'm Gloria Stefan.
This is Sarah Bareilles.
Hi, I'm Patty Lapone.
This is Lin-Manuel Miranda. You're listening to the Broadway Podcast Network.
Hello, I'm Jesse McAnally.
And I'm Andrew DeWolf.
And I'm Liz Eston.
And welcome to Musicals with Cheese, a podcast where I try to get Andrew and Liz to like musical theater. Guys, how are we doing today?
You know, I was doing all right, but then my sister locked herself in a closet and won't come out. And it wouldn't be that concerning, but it's been like 5 or 6 years.
Yeah, is your sister eating food? What's going on with that?
How does she poop?
She hasn't come out.
Does she have a bathroom?
She hasn't come out. So I can only assume it's starting to pile up. Maybe she's eating that. I don't know.
When you put your hand on the door, does it feel a little chilly?
Just a little cold, which is a little concerning because like our house is heated. So
the rest of the house.
Was she ever bothered by, wintry weather? Would you say that the cold ever bothered her?
I feel like the cold never bothered her anyways, but
I just prefer the summer.
This has got to be the dumbest bit we've ever done. Yeah, totally.
Frozone.
Okay, I'm Olaf. What are you, Jess?
I guess I'm Kristoff. Andrew, you and I gotta get married.
Yeah, you get married.
I did have, this is a dumb tangent, feel free to cut this, but I did start like a job once, and like 2 weeks into the job, they just sent me a text, I'm shit you not, at 2 a.m. on like a Thursday, saying, I just realized who you look like. You look like Kristoff from Frozen. And then like somehow I got my LinkedIn picture next to some picture of Kristoff and just sent them both to me. That was the entirety of the conversation.
That's iconic.
Did you quit immediately the next day?
It was the job that I was only at for three months that I threw up after the Tonys.
That was a sign.
Oh, yeah. That was the one that this podcast ruined your first day at that job.
The Tonys night. Go listen to that episode if you want to hear me slowly degenerate into someone who doesn't have a functioning liver.
Sadly, we'll never have an episode like that again.
Yeah. We have to save Jess's liver.
I don't think we're going to change anyone's opinions here. Because Frozen the musical sucks, bro!
Well, now they know. Let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go. Turn away and slam the door. I don't care what they're going to say. Let the storm rage on. The cold never bothered me anyway.
Okay, Frozen the musical was written by Jennifer Lee, with music and lyrics by Kristen Anderson Lopez and Robert Lopez, based on the Frozen film from 2013, written by Chris Buck, Jennifer Lee, and Shane Morris. Previews on Broadway at the St. James Theater began on February 22nd, 2018, with an official opening on March 22nd, 2018. We know what happens next! The production played for 825 performances and 26 previews at the St. James Theater, ending on March 11, 2020. Say it with us. When performances were suspended due to the COVID-19 pandemic. And on May 14th, 2020, Disney Theatrical Productions announced that Frozen would not reopen on Broadway following the pandemic. This is the official release on Playbill.com for Frozen the musical. Disney's 2013 Oscar-winning film comes to Broadway, a full-length stage work told in 2 acts, the first and only incarnation of the tale that expands upon and deepens its indelible plot and themes through new songs and story material from the film's creators, including Kristen Anderson Lopez and Jennifer Lee. In fact, this new stage production features more than twice as much music as the film. No plot, nothing like that. That is what they put on their playbill as their plot.
Hey, it's like the movie, the movie.
But more.
You've seen the movie.
But they are right. We did talk about on previous episodes At the same time that this was being developed, they were developing the Hunchback English language version on the West Coast, and they canceled that and fast-tracked Frozen because the Hunchback musical was too expensive and they weren't sure it would be a hit, so they brought this over. And I decided we're going to talk about this because I recently saw the North American tour of this and had not great thoughts about it. I thought the cast was great. Carolyn Bowman as Elsa was incredible, but Elsa doesn't have much to do in this show, if you think about it. But then, about 2 weeks ago, I saw Frozen Jr. with a group of youngins.
You motherfucker.
Okay, did you know these youngins? Like, what's your
Yes.
relationship with these youngins?
Yes, they were family friends. So
Okay,
we
I just
were
want to be
invited.
clear for the audience that they are family friends,
Did
not
you-
Yes.
random youngins
Just-
you ran into.
No,
I
good
want
clarification.
to picture. Can we get a picture of this? Like, so you're with your family and they're like 6-year-olds, and
No,
you're
no,
dressed
not
up in your
6 years.
theater snob outfit. You have a turtleneck, the black turtleneck on, and like a notebook to take like critiques into.
So he's a bit of a fixer-upper, so he's got a few flaws.
Go your reindeer, sing with the reindeer. That's a little outside of nature's law.
It was actually my girlfriend's family. So
Okay, is this at a middle school or an
high
elementary school? A high school. Why are they
But
doing
it's
junior?
it's a high school that goes from like 4th grade to 12th grade. Like it's all encapsulated. So
it's one of those schools. Okay.
you have like all the seniors playing the main roles, but you also have an ensemble built up of itty bitty ones. And I was, I'm not going to shit on a bunch of little kids. Like, let me just say that right
The
here.
acting was not great, just to say the least.
What I want to say is I had a much better time watching Frozen Jr. beginning to end than I did seeing the professional U.S. tour. And it was
You fucking asshole! Holy
Ass.
shit!
shocked.
No, keep going. I like this.
Because Frozen Jr., because I think of Into the Woods Jr., they just do the first act. I think of Aristocats Jr., it's an hour. They do 2 full acts for Frozen Jr. It just structurally makes more sense.
What? So, hang on. What do they change that makes the difference?
What makes it junior?
It's just slightly shorter, like not even incredibly shorter than the stage musical. They like, so you know how we have the new opening songs like The Sunshine On and all that?
Yeah.
The
All
really
that's
boring
still
one.
there. Yeah, that opening is still there and it still goes the same way. They just cut out all the songs no one wants. They cut out they cut out Han's songs. They cut out the Queen Anointed. We cut out the Dangerous to Dream song. We cut out What Do You Know About Love? And then they bring up Hugo, which is the Act 2 opener, and just put that in Act 1 to like fill that space. And Act 1 is so much shorter. It moves at such a quicker pace. We still get to end on Let It Go. And then Act 2 just flies on by.
Okay, so this is my first time watching the
Yes.
stage show. I've seen the movie at least once, probably twice.
We covered it on the
Um,
show, kind of, when we did the Disney Plus spinoff.
True. The movie is fine. It's not bad. It's not great. It's fine. It's not anything that I would be offended by or not want to watch or anything of that nature. The stage show, and I got some flack from Jess for saying this, but I feel like there's some things that I like better in the
What?
stage show.
No.
And there's other things that are just unforgivably bad. And the main thing that is unforgivably bad is all of Act 1 is the most painful experience you can have at a Disney show.
Yes. I want to say, when I saw this live, I could feel in real time, like, there were children all around. Like, there's so many kids in this audience, and I'm, like, close to the front row, and there's, like, 3 kids in front of me and their parents on the end, and just them getting antsy and crawling into their parents' lap, and one of them asked, can we go?
Nothing fucking happens.
Yeah, it's so
my
boring.
God. They end Act 1 where the plot to the movie starts.
Yes!
It's like
Literally.
But and here's what I liked. Act 2 is so fucking fast. It's just like, boom, next plot point. Let's go. All right, boom, 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 boom. Okay, we're done. That was the whole movie in like less than an hour. We're done. Just like, okay.
It's like it's an acted exposition and then the movie.
Yeah, so it's literally like, it's like they made a prequel to the movie, but it's just the beginning of the movie, and it's like 40 to 50 minutes long. That's just the beginning of the movie. And then you get to watch the movie in like 45 minutes, just like boom, 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 boom. You just fly through. There's songs. It's just like, damn, this is the ending. Like the ending to Frozen is like so fucking lame. It's so fucking long. They go out on the boat thing. It takes fucking forever. But the ending in the stage show, it's just like,
Boom,
like
boom,
they go
boom.
out on the water that's frozen, and there's like the boat, and like
yes.
it takes so fucking long. They literally, it's just like they hug and they make up, and it's like, boom, we're done. The show is over. Get out of here. And I appreciate that.
I get that, but also, holy shit, that first act.
The first act is you can't. It's bad.
What do we learn? And I know you brought up like I kind of like some of the new songs. Let's look at those new songs really quick.
I like some of the new songs from Act 2.
Okay.
Which I think there's only like one.
I love how Elsa has her own very boring ballad, Dangerous to Dream, while getting anointed as queen, where we learn nothing that we didn't already learn from the plot as well as from For the First Time in Forever, which...
Yeah, that doesn't count.
That song sucks.
That's not a real song.
Yeah, get that one out of here.
Is it just because we had Cassie Levy and we needed to give her another number? As well, we have... what do you know about love between Anna and Kristoff, which is cool. Yeah, they should have like a love ballad. That makes sense. Should it be in the first act? Probably not. Should it be about that? No.
Well, there's also the equivalent to that song from Shrek, where Shrek and Fiona talk about how gross they are.
Yes.
But Anna and Kristoff sing it to each other about how they don't like each other. And it's not fun at all.
Yes. I and then we got Huga, which I kind of like, but it's in the wrong place of the song. It's in the wrong place of the story, TBH.
Also, dance number.
It's a fun, cute dance number, whatever. I Can't Use You, which is a worse version of what we have in the movie, and the junior version just uses what's in the movie, and it's better.
All right, so the fundamental... We're not going to talk about the plot of Frozen because you've all seen the fucking movie.
Plot
it's
of
exactly
Frozen.
the same.
You
Okay,
probably
but
have a niece who's seen Frozen 80 times, and you have too.
You've probably figured it out already, but I think we need to just quickly, the fundamental flaw, just the crux of the issue, the real problem is the Act 1 closer had to be Let It Go. But Let It Go is the first number in the movie after the main events of the plot start, right?
Yeah.
Like...
I checked
essentially,
the movie while we were talking. Let It Go is 30 minutes into an hour and 20-minute movie.
Ew.
And then the rest of the movie happens. So basically the musical stretched out half an hour of movie and then fast-tracked an hour of movie.
Yeah, so Let It Go is the big number because everyone knows it and everything, but it is not an Act 1 closer.
Not even remotely.
It's an opener.
It cannot be your Act 1 closer. Technically, it can't be the opener either, but it should be near the beginning.
That's a mid-act one.
show.
That's the mid-act one.
Yeah.
And I get that that's why everyone's there, and you want to have it be the big thing everyone's waiting for. But you know what? It doesn't fit that role. So write a new fucking song. You could just write another song that even uses parts of Let It Go and just put that as and like have it fit a different part of the story.
Logistically,
like,
you know where Act 1 should hit.
Where?
The Act 2 should hit right after Elsa says, "Get out of my castle." That is the proper end of Act 2.
Yep.
Then you expand Act 2 a little bit, and that's it.
Yeah, I can literally even picture it. She says, "Get out of my castle," and then they do like a medley where Elsa sings "Let It Go" again with different lyrics.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Anna singing something else, and like you get like
imagine First Time in Forever and Let It Go going back and forth, and
then
she gets
her
smacked in the head, and she's attacked, and she's getting a frozen heart, and then
her heart gets frozen, and then curtain go.
Yeah,
Like that's the tension.
it's ridiculous that they didn't do something like that. We came up with that. That it's literally, it was that easy. If they did 5 fucking seconds of brainstorming beyond just like, oh, well, it goes like the big number. That should close Act 1, I think.
It's like if you tried to end Act 1 of Little Mermaid on part of your world.
It's okay. You can't do that.
It's like 5 minutes into the show, and then it's, Act 1's over.
All right, here's Act 1 closer.
All right.
Let's just stretch that out.
Stretch out the plot even thicker.
Andrew, I'm going to do a deep poll. Do you remember when we covered Frozen at the Hyperion? The Disney?
Yes.
That somehow structurally works better.
It is a tighter show. It's a better show. Although that's only because it's only an hour. But
That
still.
being said, there are things I kind of like about this. I wouldn't even say it's things in the show. I like the poster for this. I think the poster is really clever.
You're a fucking asshole, dude.
What?
You're like, I'm going to give it a compliment. I like the junior
positive.
version.
I like the poster.
I like the poster.
I also like the
being-
poster, but it doesn't fix anything.
It doesn't, but I think the poster's really cool.
I like
Have you
the
seen it?
poster.
Okay.
Yeah,
Have you
I'm
seen it,
looking at
Andrew?
right now.
I have not seen it. You want to just share it real
I
quick?
am. Hold on.
You have an
present.
image?
You guys can all see it because it'll be on our episode art.
Yeah, it will be. Well,
Oh, yeah.
the album's a little different than the poster. Oh, not to be.
Just use the poster.
Just use the poster. It's
for this
cooler. You don't use the album art every time.
So share screen, screenshot. So, this is not the best image in the world. You have both. You have Elsa in the middle of the snowflake, and you have Elsa on the other sides of the snowflake. I think it's just a neat kind of like playing with the imagery of Frozen with her face everywhere.
Yeah,
That's very
good.
cool.
No, that's good.
I didn't
That's
notice
good.
those little design things in the snowflake before.
Yeah, I think that I like that. I also like the way that puppetry is used with Olaf as well as Sven. Even though Sven is horrific to look at. Like, I it may not deliver as much in a bootleg, but on stage, that thing is terrifying. It has dead eyes.
Is it gonna eat you?
It's gonna just
It's so
eat.
big looking because I'm in
It's
the
like-
second row.
It's like animated Sven is like something you want to have as a pet, but like live action stage Sven is something that will attack you in the middle of the night.
Yes, it has no soul. It has no feelings.
So
It
the
has
Lion
a doll's
King
eye.
remake. You're just describing the Lion King remake.
Yes, I 100% am. I also like a lot of the original performers. Patty Murin as Anna, doing some good things. Weird. They do kind of tick Anna up quite a bit. Young Anna talks about her butt like 500% too much.
I blanked that out,
Okay.
apparently.
Fair enough.
Like she talks about like freeze my butt and running around nude and give him a big bouncy butt. Like things that I'm like, that's a weird thing to make a child say.
This is just your fetish, isn't it?
Maybe it's just I'm oversensitive to that thing because the Dan Schneider shit coming out on the Quiet on the Set documentary. But I'm like, that wasn't in the movie.
Maybe it was originally in the movie, but then they cut it and then they put it in the stage show.
There's only one aspect of that. So the only thing that was written for the movie that was not used and put into the stage show is the little 1, 2, 3 together, you and me together, princess crown together. That was a little rap that they wrote for a different opening to the movie that didn't get used. And that was the only time I saw that reflected in the stage show.
That's fine.
They don't add anything. Like if this were
No.
like Hunchback, where a lot of the story of Hunchback is altered heavily in both interpretations of the stage show. Nope. If they had done something, imagine, I hate to be this guy that's like, what if I told Disney how to run their cash cow? Imagine if they just decided to go 1% more of Elsa being the villain of this story and made her a little bit more dark and scary. You can do that with a musical, guys.
No, they can't. The kids will be mad.
Will they, though?
Well, the parents will be mad for the kids.
Elsa almost murders the guy in the movie. We just have to kind of make her a little bit more of a threat.
Yeah, but he's working for that. The guy's working for the bad guys, so it cancels it out.
I don't know if Prince Weaselton is the bad guy.
No, he's a secondary villain or / comic relief.
Okay. All right. Andrew, do you have more to say? Set design, any of the special effects you liked?
I think I said what I liked, and that's that.
All the money and all the special effects in the world from Disney cannot compare to a bunch of 10-year-olds coming out and pretending to be the ice and just waving their arms around. Like, I was so much more entertained by that kind of shit. And people
It's much more-
barely making it work.
Honestly, there's a certain magic to just how earnest it is, you know?
Yes.
Yeah. They just put lights on shit and then it's frozen.
Okay. Can we talk about Disney musicals? Not movie musicals,
Yeah.
Disney shows. You sent me recently
Did I?
Hercules.
Yes.
This Hercules show.
Yes, I did.
I want the Hercules show.
Herk ist voll im Flow, Liebling der Hellenen, wie sie rennen, drehen hoch.
Idol, Griechenlands Symbol, gebt dem Kerl ein Monster und haut es dir K.O.
War ein Niemand, nada zero. Jetzt ist ihr Fortschritt,
Modern Hero.
It looks really good. I'm not wrong there, am I?
No, you aren't. It looks incredible. And guess where it is? Germany.
Ugh.
What the fuck, Germany?
Germany. Why does Germany
So-
get the good shit?
Why do we get this and Germany gets the Hunchback that they got? They get fucking
Dirk Locker.
Hercules.
Dirk Lochner.
Yeah, what?
Sorry to share the screen again, but take a look at this baby. Like, now, we did have an American version of this in the West Coast, much like this, and didn't really make an impression, was kind of like just a basically stage production, but this looks incredible. Budget.
It's ridiculous.
This is so
Look
good.
at this.
This is budget and effort.
Like,
Wouldn't it be
literally,
great if
like,
we
the
had stuff
sets,
like
the-
that?
The puppets, everything, and
The costuming. Oh my God.
you know for a fact they're gonna add stuff to it that's probably gonna make it like tie into the mythology more than the Disney movie did, because like that's what they did with the Hunchback as well. Like they made it
Yeah.
like I don't know.
They made it more
I'm
religious.
sure it's gonna be phenomenal.
Then we also had last year, the Paper Mill Playhouse had a small production of Hercules, the Disney version, with Liz, your and I, best friend Isabella McCullough, playing Meg, which is great casting, but it looks so much cheaper. Not to be that negative, Nelly. It just, the money isn't there. The budget isn't there. They aren't putting the effort into that because, that's just, we don't value theater the same way that European countries do.
Yeah.
We don't value fucking anything. America
Seriously.
sucks, dude. What
It
the
really
fuck?
does.
America, why are we afraid to have culture
Yeah.
of like any kind, you know? Like we'll put our money in Taylor Swift, I guess.
Yeah. Pure
Yeah,
garbage.
we love Taylor Swift and her $800 gazillion concert, and that's about it.
Andrew, I hate to do this to you, but I know we usually
I'm not
save
watching
this
the
for the
7-hour
end.
version.
No. I would never do that. I don't want to watch the
We're
7-hour
doing a
version.
tier list already?
I think it's a good point to make a tier list really quick.
All right.
Andrew, we've covered a lot of Disney musicals on this show. I don't think you've properly ranked them, so I'm going to just throw them at you, and there's a little ranking thing at the bottom here. Remind us, we got ABCD.
It's ABCD. We've done a lot of tier lists on this show, but
Yeah.
I always just do ABCD to keep it simple. It's ranked within itself, so we're only ranking it against other things on the ranking.
Yes.
So A is the best, D is the worst, and that's it.
All right. Beauty and the Beast, the first one.
Beauty and the Beast, the stage show.
Yes.
I feel
I'll
like I
leave
remember
the stage show for all these.
I feel like I remember liking this one, but maybe I'm wrong.
You
I'm
did.
gonna put it in A though.
Lion King.
Lion King's A. I mean, come on.
Yes.
Packer.
That is as good as it gets. Hunchback of Notre Dame / Der Glockner von
Which
Notre Dame.
one?
Those are
Der
two very
Glockner came
different-
first.
They're
Der Glockner
different,
came
so they
first.
should be separate.
Der Glockner goes in A for sure.
Okay.
If we're ranking them together, Hunchback's in A.
Okay. Tarzan. I bet you forgot we covered that one.
oh, I forgot
Jesus.
that was a thing. Oh my God.
C? Maybe D?
I think D.
I don't remember.
I can't think of one worse than this.
Okay, yeah, we're going D. D for Tarzan. I can't even remember it, which is bad, and honestly, I don't think it was good.
Then The Little Mermaid.
The Little Mermaid, we watched that like TV version of it. I remember that. And we probably watched the real one too.
We did
I feel
watch
like
the
this
live
is-
version.
I feel like this is C.
Okay. Frozen.
Frozen. This is a tough one. It's definitely between C and D.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to give it C because I feel like there is some redeeming elements, even though the first half is miserable. I'm gonna put it in C. Jess probably disagrees. He's probably like D
He's
right
gonna
now,
he's
but-
gonna say put in D.
I'd say put it in D,
I
but
can
that's
see-
not.
I can
It's
see it in
not
his
my
face.
ranking. Winnie the Pooh. Remember that with Grace Aki?
Yeah, Winnie the Pooh was actually good. I think.
Yeah,
We're
it
gonna
was
put that
short,
in
easy.
A. We're gonna put that in A.
Now we got Disney musicals that aren't really Disney musicals, like Aida.
That was
This was a weird one. I can't remember if I had strong feelings about this.
really
I don't think I
didn't.
did. We'll say B. We don't have anything in B right now, and I don't remember hating or loving this, so
Then, last but not least, we have Newsies.
A is stacked, but honestly, Newsies goes in A too.
Fair enough. I can't disagree with any of those. But you know who probably can?
Who?
critics on letterbox.com.
That's it, Liz. You got it. You're learning. It's time to compare our opinions to those of the critics over on letterbox.com. It's the Reviews Letterbox game. This is a game where I pulled real letterbox reviews, and Liz and Andrew have to go head to head to guess whether they're a 1-star or 5-star review based on nothing but the review alone. Are we ready, kids?
Yeah.
All right. Liz, you're first.
Yay.
I'd like the Snowman, 3 question marks.
There's something wrong with you, first of all. Why did you like the Josh Gad man? 1.
That is correct. Andrew,
Okay.
the cold bothers me. I can't lie.
You're disagreeing with it, but you're also referencing a lyric. So I'm gonna actually go 5 for this.
That is correct. Liz,
Yes.
perhaps.
Perhaps?
Mayhaps.
Mayhap. Tips Fedora. 5.
Correct. Andrew,
Yes.
Ice Queen. I'm an Ice Queen too, and Elsa, you need purple shampoo.
I guess to
We're
retain
gonna
her hair color.
I'm gonna go 1 on this one. They wanted it to be more radical.
That was a 5.
Ah,
Liz,
feels bad.
Yes.
would have been 3 stars, but Josh Gad.
1.
Wow.
That was a 5. They really like Josh Gad, I guess.
Why do people like Josh Gad? He's the most annoying person.
Next to
No,
James Corden.
Corden's still
James
alive.
Corden actually is my bad. I actually kind of
Andrew.
liked him in Gutenberg.
Andrew,
Yes.
free my boy.
Which boy?
I was equally baffled.
Hans. It's definitely Hans. We're gonna go 1 star.
That was a 5.
Oh no, we're failing.
Liz,
Oh god.
not enough ice puns. Give me Batman and Robin any day instead. And fun fact, this review was posted the day the film released.
So the day the movie came out, they had to write.
They're like,
They must write.
they went home from the theater and they were watching Batman and Robin, and they were like, "This is way better."
This
Did
is what I
Letterboxd have an
want.
This
app
is-
in 2013?
Yes, they
could've
did.
just- Oh, so they probably just did it on their phone on the drive home from the theater.
Eyes to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Imagine if
Welcome to
Arnold
the
played
Ice
Elsa.
Age.
The cold never bothered me anyway.
Cast Arnold in Frozen the musical. I
Oh no,
dare
give
you.
me my glove back! Conceal no fear! Don't let them know!
But now they know.
Oh, I want an Arnold musical.
Let
It's
it
pretty bad.
go! No more ice to meet you no more.
I just imagine like he flexes and the ice bolts come out.
No, the dress comes out from underneath. Like he flexes and the old dress.
The dress like appears.
The
No
dress is ripped
dress
too. He's
for
too
this.
strong.
He makes a pun after doing it.
Yeah. What killed the dinosaurs?
You know, I auditioned for Elsa because I sent a reel from the Batman movie, and they said we will consider you. Adina Menzel, you stole my job.
You sound nothing like Arnold. It's crazy.
I sound like someone though. I'm not sure who it is though.
You sound like a
You sound like
I
someone
sound like
doing
Dana
You sound
Carvey doing Arnold.
Yeah, you sound like someone doing Arnold. I just don't know what actor.
You sound like Dr. Killinger from the Venture Brothers.
Your powers are useless on me, you silly Billy.
All right, Andrew.
Oh, that was a 5. That was a 5.
I don't even remember. That was a 1.
Damn. I forgot. I was thinking about
All right,
Arnold.
last round.
Sorry, I was thinking about Arnold singing "Let It Go." And I lost track.
Let it go. Andrew, Hans is gay, and it's written Hans ES gay period.
This is true.
That-
I mean, this is fact. This is fact. I mean,
I wouldn't say Hans is gay.
he could have just got with Anna. There was really no reason not to.
No, but he's just too
unless-
evil to like women. He's probably asexual.
I put the pussy
You're
on a
saying-
pedestal, and no pedestal is good enough for me. Hans of the Southern Isle.
All right. We're gonna say 5 stars for gay Hans.
That is correct. And Liz,
Yes.
you could actually win with this one.
What?
Yeah,
Okay.
Andrew you're tied right now. Andrew just got
Oh.
you to a tie.
I feel pressure. Okay, this is great.
The good old days when my parents hated me for singing the song.
The song.
The
all
song. We
know
know
what
what
the
the
song
song
is.
is. We all know what the song is. We were all
Do you
alive in
wanna build a
2013. We had
snowman?
internet
Yes, that,
access.
I know.
No one ever wanted to build a snowman with me either.
I had siblings and they didn't want to. So 5.
That was incorrect, and you guys have
Damn!
tied. Good
I'm so
job,
close.
everybody. All right,
A
let's go into a mid-show. Hey guys, sorry to interrupt you in the middle of the show, but we've got a show to you. Today's show is brought to you by the extremely kind donations by our donors over at Patreon. Patreon is this wonderful place where you can get a lot of fun perks, such as our episodes a day early. You can kind of get involved in choosing what episodes we pick, as well as our Discord server, where we are very active and have a lot of cool things. We also have bonus episodes, Gallivant, Has-Been Hotel, cool shit over there. That being said, we announced it last week, but I am going to reiterate. We did make an announcement, post about this, but our show is going to go under a little change after our 300th episode. It'll still very much be the same show, but it'll just kind of let Andrew and Liz have a bit more participation, and it'll have a different title, so don't freak out when you see it in your little podcatchers. Still us, still doing the same thing, just a little bit of a refurbish, a demo reeling, if you will. Andrew, who is
Don't
currently...
compare to that.
No, we're gonna be just as good as demo reel. Don't try to hold us up to a high standard. We can be as good
So
as
we're
demo
gonna make
reel,
it
Andrew.
like 6 episodes and drop and then never be seen
Then go-
again. And then
then
go
we're
back to
gonna
the old
bring-
formula.
We're gonna go back to Nostalgia Critic.
Hello?
Hello, we're musicals with cheese. We cheese it so you don't have to. You ever start talking about something really calmly and then get angry for no reason?
You need nostalgia.
Yeah. Who are our patrons, Andrew?
Yeah, tell us.
Our current patrons are Melissa Goldman, Danielle Renix, Jessica Stampede, Ewan Cassidy, Monica Thoreau, Brent Black, Nathaniel Stacey Coombe, Joseph Evans Green, Mary Lou Choquette, John Van Els, Russ Walker, Musical Hell, Emily Racy, Kyle Summers, Janae C, Scoot in the Technicolor Dreamcoat, Nothing is Certain Except Beth and Texas, Thespian, Mitchell Young, Chai Keycup, Chris Marcotte, Keisha Marie Anastasio, Trevi Joseph, RJ Noriga, Julia McLannans, Bjorn Hermans, Toriana Frazier, Sammy the Adequate Amount Jacobson, Kaylee Blazier, Villainous Miss, Sophina Ali, The Omega Geek, Paige Pearson, Maddie Wargle, Care Bear Cub, Eliza Erdman, Anna Loskatova, Sarah Den Blaker, Evan Ball, Zachary Torres, Rora Marasso, Mara Floyne, Lisa L, Possessed Washing Machine, Nick Roten, Puffy Boy, Sydney Hicks, Annabelle, Billy Clifton, Gold Plated Kiki Mora, Julia Balder's Daughter, Hut Muttbutt, Emma, Sabella Stang, and Grace.
They all give us some financial support that helps us keep the lights on here at Musicals with Cheese. If you'd like to join them and do some fun stuff, come join us. Also, we have Patreon meetups. Our next one, I believe, is on April 6th. If you can make it, come join us.
Yeah, you can cut this, Andrew, but I don't think I can make it to that one. We'll be out of state.
Andrew can't even make it. He's shaking his head like he can't make it.
Well, Jess, you didn't go to the last one, and me and Andrew
Yeah, I
were
know.
running it, so
I
I think
know,
it's
I know
only
you did.
fair.
I know it is.
Yeah.
All right, let's get back to the show. So we all know
Joking.
the songs from Frozen pretty well. How about the songs from Frozen the musical that don't really exist? Like A Little Bit of You, which is a recurring theme throughout the entire story of Frozen, which I actually think this kind of works. What do you guys think?
Whoa! A little bit of you, a little bit of me. You do the magic and I get to see
A little bit of fun.
little bit of fun in the middle of the
A
night.
little bit of magic and it all takes flight.
This is so amazing. More, more, more.
Little bit of you.
Magic, magic, do it, Elsa, do it.
Little bit of me.
Me. Little bit of you, little bit of me. Yippee!
It kind of works, but it really only exists to give Olaf a purpose. Because in the original movie, Olaf just kind of shows up and it's like, hey, you built me one time. And they're like, oh, yeah, we did that once. And we never talked about it. Oh, yeah, you're a snowman. Cool. This one, like, oh, it's a reflection of their sisterhood or whatever. And
They're
like, okay,
collective. It's their sister baby. I don't like that one.
that's ooh.
It's kind of it's like it's just taking something that was already there.
Yeah,
Because I mean, Olaf already represented their relationship
True.
in a way,
True.
and it's just making it like literal.
and
like,
they're literally
more,
they're,
it's more
they're explaining
direct,
it. They're making it explicit.
which I think is fine.
Yeah.
Like, if you're looking for places to add songs into a show, like that makes sense.
Yeah,
So I think this is fine. The only real trouble with it is that it's in Act 1, and it's just acting as another song to pad out Act 1.
and it's like the kids are waiting to get to "Do You Want to Build a Snowman," but they keep singing other songs.
It's not.
We
It's
just
not this song's fault, though. The
Yeah.
song itself, I think, is mostly fine.
It's
yes.
the structure of the whole show.
Yes.
That's what's fucking up this song.
The recurring this recurring theme I like, whereas the recurring theme of "Let the Sun Shine On" I vehemently hate.
Okay, why?
They're just trying to do the "Let It Go" as a theme, and it just doesn't work for me personally. Because it's just like, let the sun shine on. It just sounds wrong to your ears, and it perks up in the wrong way, if that makes sense. It just makes you think of a song you'd rather be listening to.
Okay, just like real quick, am I crazy?
Yes.
Or did the original movie open with a song sung by a bunch of people
Yes.
collecting ice?
Yes.
It did.
Born of cold and winter air and mountain rain combining, this icy force, both foul and fair, has a frozen harbor lining. So cut through the heart, cold and clear, strike for love and strike for fear. See the beauty sharp and sheer, split the ice apart and break the frozen heart.
And it's legitimately.
Is that song not here?
It's
That
not.
song is not here.
And I actually
Why?
like that song. Like, I genuinely really like that song.
I remember liking that song too. What the fuck?
I'll
Why did they
find
get
the
rid of
title.
that?
I think they're trying to put the focus more on the children earlier on and the kingdom earlier on in a more direct way. I don't love it,
I feel like
but I can see
it
why
only
they do
serves. It only serves to make Act 1 feel even fucking slower because they like removed something from it and then made it longer.
Oh, the song is literally called Frozen Heart, which makes the Frozen Heart thing later make sense.
Oh yeah, no, that's a good song.
It's
What
a
the
really
fuck?
good song. It sets up the narrative really well.
it. What, you didn't like
That sound doesn't that sound like something?
It sounds. You want to know what it sounds like to me? And this
What is
just
it?
might
What?
be There's a part in Through Heaven's Eyes and Prince of Egypt where it's like,
That's what it is. Yes, that is 100%. That's what I was thinking of. I was like, what the fuck does that sound like? I'm like, there's like some other show where it's like, na 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 da 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 da. Yes, exactly. That's Prince of Egypt.
That was like the peak of CCD for me when they got bored and let us watch Prince of Egypt.
Prince of
It's
Egypt.
fucking Prince of Egypt. They just took it. Oh my god. I knew it.
I do want to say this is a better stage show than Prince of Egypt is on stage. I feel
Better
like that's
stage
what it's saying.
show, but the movie gaps both the Frozen movie and the Frozen stage show.
Yes, but my god, that Prince of Egypt show is rough.
Yes, but the Prince of Egypt movie is better than the Frozen movie and better than this and better than Frozen Jr.
Yes. I wish it wasn't all white people playing those roles, but that's about the worst of my critiques of that.
Yeah.
At least it's animated.
Then we have so much songs. Like, how many songs before we get to like the first real song in Frozen? We have 1, 2, 3, 4 full-length songs before we get to Do You Want to Build a Snowman?
Which all the kids are singing in the audience.
Isn't that the second song in the fucking movie?
It's the second song in the movie.
And I'm not lying, all the kids are so fucking antsy during all those songs. They are so frustrated at what they're looking at, which is, at the end of the day, a bunch of adults talking to each other.
I can't believe that they padded it out with 4 new songs before they finally get to Do You Want to Build a Snowman?
Just open with Do You Want to Build a Snowman? Like,
you kind of
come on.
reel
But you
back.
can't. You can't, because where is the
True.
time? Where are you going to get
That's true. You're right.
all of that
You're right.
time? Like,
You guys have a character. You can have the characters talk. Yeah.
You know what it reminds me of? And you know what I appreciate? I hate to sound so positive about this show that's kind of mid. Shrek the Musical uses exposition very well to tell a lot of story in the opening.
look, I know that friend of the show,
Schaefer Ellis
hates Shrek the Musical, but Shrek the Musical does a decent amount of stuff correctly.
It does.
It's such an economic use of its stage time to get to, like, they do add stuff to get to the beginning of where Shrek would start, to give some backstory. And I feel like if we had just had like a quick, like, little exposition dump to get us to Do You Want to Build a Snowman, I would have been happy.
Like, I know the movie has scenes where these things happen, but like, you could have just done a narrator explaining it. Like,
I don't need to know how these motherfuckers' parents died. These abusive fucking parents died.
They suck.
Dude, the parents literally give bad advice and then die.
Hey, Elsa, repress
literally
your
all they
emotions.
do.
We're gonna go on a boat. Bye.
They do one thing in this stage show, which is weird, which is give more guilt to Elsa for their death. Because in the movie, they're just like, we just have a trip to go on, bye. And this one, we have to search the world to find a cure for you, Elsa. We will do everything for you, including this.
It's just so
Elsa, you
guilt-ridden.
killed your parents. If we die on this trip, you killed us.
You know it's because of you, because we loved you so much, and we're trying to help you.
Wouldn't it be really funny if they showed up at the end and like they're like, we found the cure?
Yeah. They were fine.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that's what happened at the Hyperion one. Like in the fucking box seats, you see the parents looking down and nodding at them like approvingly.
But aren't they like ghosts in that sense?
Fucking Statler and Waldorf up there.
Frozen, I wish I was frozen so I didn't have to watch anymore. Oh.
Those are my favorite Muppets. It's really sad.
Yeah, we need more.
Hans of the Southern Isle.
Hans,
of the
talk
Southern
about
Isle.
Hans.
And nobody sings about this humble face, or my lack of grace, or quotes what comes out of my mouth. Thank goodness. I've journeyed a long way to see your sister crowned, to honor and to back you, yet here I go and smack you to the ground. Please accept the humblest of apologies from a clumsy prince who's only come to serve and please, with a line of mean big brothers that goes on for Mars. A man you won't see in a statue of bronze, just Hans of the Southern Isles.
Hi, Hans of the Southern Isles.
Hi, Anna of Arendelle.
Boy,
wow.
character that did not need to sing.
No,
No.
we didn't. This character blows. I'm sorry.
He sucks.
You see, this is where I feel like we are blessed with internet creating better content too much. So when Frozen came out, everyone was like, why didn't Hans get a villain song? So a lot of very talented young artists on the internet made a villain rendition of Love is an Open Door where Hans just sings about murdering Anna. And I'm like, oh, that sounds like a brilliant idea to like incorporate themes and make a villain song for Hans. And they did not do that. Instead, they write the most boring, lamest fucking Regal song ever. And he just does a very untouched reprise in Act 2.
It's barely a villain song.
Yeah.
Like calling it that is like it's like the most technical, like, well, he's the villain and this is his song, so it's a villain song. It's like it doesn't even sound like a villain song. Does he even say anything that's like particularly like evil?
I
Like,
mean,
I feel like he doesn't.
If only there was
I'm
someone
looking
that
it
loved
up.
you.
Well, in the second reprise, you mean?
No, that's just a line he says. That's from the movie, so we have to say it.
Oh no. I mean, yeah, he says that, but like,
Oh, no,
well,
in
he-
I mean, in the song.
Once
in
I
the
kill
song, he
Elsa
just-
and give you this ring, I will be King Hans of the Arendelle. That is literally the last line of that song.
Well, in the first version of the song, it's just him saying he has a lot of brothers and he's sad.
Yeah.
That's it.
Got
So.
I'm a beta
Yeah.
cuck to my big brothers.
Which I guess this is the villain song that this villain deserves, because this villain sucks.
Also, he's voiced by Santina Fontana in the first movie.
Yeah. The guy that ruined Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
Okay,
I
he
feel like-
kind of ruined it, but
Frozen, Hans is such a shit character because this movie doesn't need a villain.
no.
The villain
Is
is
Elsa.
Elsa.
Elsa's the villain. She's also the protagonist.
That's the structure of it, and then they're just like, well, let's just have a second one.
You know, the
who's
narrative
like
works
more evil.
just as well if Hans just died trying to capture Elsa from the mountains. He just fell off the mountain.
It works just as well if he's just not even introduced.
It works well if you just make the catalyst Anna being like, I want to get married, and Elsa being like, no, you can't do that right now. You gotta like
Wouldn't
meet
it have been
someone.
great if they just killed Hans, though? Like, they introduce him.
Hans
and
just dies.
Yes.
He's not even like a twist villain or anything. It's just like you think he's the love interest, and then he just dies.
Like, that song that they
Disney
would pull
never do that,
in
though.
Anastasia, though. Like, Don Bluth and Anastasia would have pulled that shit. He would have had fun, too. Why didn't they just do an Anastasia and introduce a new villain?
Oh man.
Like, music, that's the joy of a stage musical version, is you don't need to just do the movie on stage.
Well, the issue is Disney wants to sell tickets, and if they change too much, then they're gonna not sell tickets, and the kids won't go see it, and they'll be all rattled. So
Kid's gonna have
Okay,
a panic attack because Hans didn't do exactly what he did in the movie.
yeah, basically.
All right, moving on.
Hugo.
Hig.
Hugo.
Most importantly, it can't be Hugo without your family and friends. Higgly, 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 now it's time to sweat.
Okay, this song's really like dumb, but
I like it.
It's
I
really
like it too.
fun.
I
It's
think
really
it's good. I
fun.
think it's a good addition. I like this character that they have with his family.
Yeah.
It's fine. This is a great addition.
Agreed.
I
know,
can't tell
just
if they
throw-
imply he's gay in this one though. So, because in the
Yes.
first movie, it implies he's gay, but
Yes, I wish they had leaned more into that. I will say, can I talk about my junior production for a second?
Oh yes,
yeah,
let's
tell us
do
about
it.
Hugo.
I looked. Oh god, this boy who played
Oaken.
Okay. Did not have any other role in the show because I expected like an ensemble member. And then he comes out and just is a ball of charm the entire time. And I am just like, hell yeah. And then he never shows up again.
My heart. Oh, bring it back.
He's just this little cherubic little boy who's bringing all this energy and entertainment. He is obviously the youngest of the main cast. And I'm just, I want more. I wanted so much more of this little guy. And then the young woman who also played the Duke of Weselton is just the backup singer, and that in that song, and is out singing basically everyone on that point. I'm like, why are you the Duke of Weselton? Yeah. So go see your community theater. It'll be so much more entertaining, so much more engaging than going to spend $100 on anything. A touring production around Broadway. So, yes, that is my take. Go see community theater. You will have so much fun, and you will love those children so much, and like have so much respect. Maybe it's better if you have a relative in the show. Don't just show up.
Yeah, have a relative in the child show, or maybe if
just show up, wear a turtleneck, and act like a critic for the New York Times.
Yeah.
All right.
Nose up.
Let's
Nose
see.
up.
Let's see what they have to bring to me this week.
Then you meet them after, and they're like, "Who the fuck is this guy?"
Schoolhouse Rock Alive. Let's go.
You need to go in and like start acting like a snob, but halfway through, you want to have your Ratatouille moment.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah, that
and then
moment
by the
of
end,
realization.
You're crying, sobbing.
You are part of the show now. You're like
you are a performance art theater piece in the audience.
See, then you have to come to every show.
I don't like
they're gonna
theater.
beg you to come
I
back.
love it.
If I don't like what I'm seeing, I close my eyes.
And I put my fingers in my ears and go, no, 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 no.
Okay, Monster?
Monster. I also got a new song. It's fine. I'm kind of sick of it. A lot of performers used it as audition songs. Pretty neat. Bored by this song. Bored. Like, it comes in at the wrong point. Imagine if this ended Act 1. Like, after she, kicks out Elsa and does all this, she ends with this song about her becoming the monster. That sounds like a good Act 1 closer to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I sort of agree. I mean, we've already talked about it to death. The structure of this show is all
It's garbage.
fucked up.
It's all weird.
Yeah, but
and you know what? I think the effect when Anna gets frozen is kind of cool. I like the wig development, like the change in her wig to get it more white is pretty neat. I don't know how they did it. There's a lot of special effects where I don't quite know how they did it. And then other ones where I'm just like, oh, you just doing the Peter Pan sparkle effect and calling it snow. Cool.
Yeah.
So what is our overall thoughts on Frozen the musical and our cheese ratings? Liz, you're first.
Why am I first all these episodes?
Fine, Andrew, you're first. I don't give a shit. It's not a real show.
That's
okay. So I think that this show it could be good if they were willing to change up the structure of it, but they really bungled it. They really bungled this one up. There's actually some pretty decent new songs, which is kind of not fully unique, but a lot of these shows, like the new songs that are just for the stage show, are very, very forgettable and like lame. But this one actually has a couple that are like, all right, that's not bad. They're just, some of them are just in the wrong places. Like, I don't know why we have 3 new songs at the very beginning of the show when every child in the audience is begging you to play Do You Want to Build a Snowman? Because they went to see Frozen and they want to see Frozen Anna sing Snowman song. You know, like so yeah. I kind of feel like it's not good. I think I have to say it's not a good show. I don't recommend it. Watch the movie.
Yeah, watch
maybe
the
listen
movie.
to some of the new tracks, or as Jess is recommending, Community Theater apparently does a fun version of this show where they shorten it up a bit and maybe not fix the structure, but alleviate some of the effects of it.
Yes.
As far as a cheese rating, I'm going to give it cheese that has been in the freezer too long. It's freezer burned. It's not good. You don't want to eat it.
Fair enough. Liz, how about you?
This show's fine. Like it has parts that work, but it's structurally broken in many ways. Like, why does it take you 10 to 15 minutes to get to the one song the kids want to hear? Why does Act 1 feel like 7 hours? Why does Act 2 feel like a speed run of a movie? Like, there's a lot. It can work. You just gotta fix it. So maybe just skip to go to the movie, watch community theater. But also, I was once a viewer of the ABC show Once Upon a Time. And I was watching the Frozen arc live on ABC, and I'm going to share the actor that played Kristoff, who is very familiar to Jess.
Well, let's see who this is.
Okay.
Oh no. It's a Crazy Ex-Girlfriend guy.
Yeah, Nathan from Crazy Ex-Girlfriend was Kristoff. Also, this is what the cast looked like. It was some of the saddest shit you've ever seen on network television.
Hans is God.
Hans is bad. Hans is very bad, but Elsa's dress is worse somehow.
So my girlfriend is watching through Once Upon a Time, and I've seen like 2 episodes, and every episode seems like the most insane shit I've ever seen on national
It's like
TV.
it's like watching fanfic, and I read
fanfic
of this
has
show.
better structure.
I read fanfic of this show. It's better structured than the actual show. But anyway, so I partially can't take Frozen seriously because I watched Once Upon a Time back in like 2014, which is a year after the movie came out. Too soon, ABC. So yeah, I can't take Frozen super seriously, but watch community theater of this show. It's fine. It's probably fun when you watch cute little kids do it. Make sure they're your family members or friends, though. Don't be a weirdo. Don't be Jess in a turtleneck in the back of a theater.
I like how that is now the narrative when that is 100% not what happened.
I know it's 100% not, but I think it's funny.
It is a funny
Who's wearing a
image.
tux?
Yeah, I'm going to give this show string cheese that's been in a fridge for a little too long, so it's kind of cold.
You guys basically give the same.
Yeah,
The
but
actual
it's string
truth of
cheese.
Jess seeing the junior version. The actual truth of Jess seeing the junior version that he doesn't want you to know is he was in a hoodie with a little camera. And
The
he's,
next
like,
Frozen
smoking.
Junior bootleg, you know the origin.
Don't worry, I just want to take a couple pictures.
Someone walks up, he's like, "Are you filming this right now?" And you're like, "Mind your own business."
Jess almost did this at a strange loop, but we stopped him.
He's compulsive.
Yeah.
You can't.
We had to
really,
stop
like-
him.
It's like, Jess, you paid $400 for these seats, and you're gonna try to film it with a shitty camcorder.
VHS
And he's like,
camcorder.
and he's like, I'm gonna get away with it too. And it's like, Jess, what?
You're the only one with wearing a hoodie of the 4 of us. Like, we're all dressed up.
I love the idea that I brought the hoodie, but I put it on over all the clothes I already had on. So I just look extremely bulky.
You blend in more.
Well, you have to be bulky so you can store all the extra VHS tapes when you have to swap them during the show.
Hold on, pause the movie, rewind the play.
Is that why the guy got off the
That's
stage?
the guy left because Jess was trying to take VHS.
He had a Dorian Gray thing, like footage could not capture him.
Until he was in a movie.
Well, they fixed it by then.
Yeah, true.
All right. Frozen bad. Cheese rating, no bake frozen cheesecake. Thank you guys for listening. Please follow us on iTunes and Spotify at Musicals with Cheese. We're on Twitter at Cheesy Musicals, Patreon Musicals Cheese, Instagram Musicals Cheese, YouTube page Musicals Cheese, Patreon podcast, Patreon with Cheese. Email us at musicaltheaterlists@gmail.com. Our keeper of the cheese is Juliet Antonio. Here's some ASMR for you, Juliet. This show is edited by Andrew the Wolf DeWolf. Thank you very much. Liz, thank you so much for your research and development while we record these. I'm so grateful you're here. Thank you to the Broadway Podcast Network for having us on the platform and for not kicking us off, for, sneaking in the Broadway plays and, taking a couple pictures. All right. Anything else we have left to say before we wrap this up?
Love you all.
You guys are great.
You know what? I think y'all suck. For the first time in forever, I'm getting what I'm dreaming of. A chance to change my lonely world. A chance to find true love. I know it all ends tomorrow, so it has to be today. 'Cause for the first time in forever, for the first time in forever, nothing's in my way.